Next job. Okay, tighten the chain. Now there is videos on YouTube showing you how to tighten a chain on a single swinging arm. Haven't seen one for this specific bike, but obviously speed triples and probably the ST955 as well, maybe on there. Anyway, just want to document all these things, make individual videos, and go from there. So browse through them or whatever you got to do. Now, obviously, where we're going to start, pinch bolt. Okay, the all important pinch bolt there. Now, we've got the C spanner, which goes in just around here to basically to tighten the wheel. It kind of moves the hub like either a forward in a backward motion, kind of like a clockwise, anti-clockwise motion. It's not a forward and backwards as such. So, got to loosen off the pinch bolt. Now that should only be up to 55 Newton meters. Any more than that, and then you're going to strip the threads, because this is only cast alloy, basically, the swinging arm, I believe. So steel bolt into the aluminium there. Steel's going to win every time. A lot of people, even some mechanics, they'll tighten up said pinch bolt just as tight as, and you never know. I mean, this bike is 15-16 years old. How many times has this been done? Now, I've obviously had the wheel off and everything before anyway, so I've set that up to the correct torque setting. It felt a little loose, hence why there's probably a little bit that the chain needs adjusting again. However, it'd be too dangerous to carry on tightening up past 55. So for the purpose of this video, I'm probably not going to strip all this down. I'm going to, hopefully we'll be able to do this with everything in situ anyway, so I can show you. It's a little bit tight around here with a C spanner, but it should be okay. But we'll loosen that off. Pretty much, like, you're not taking it out, but just pretty much loosen it so it's really sort of finger loose. Get the C spanner in, make the adjustments, check the chain. We'll do the measurements on the chain, do it properly. Tighten her up, 55 Newton meters, and see where we go again. What I will do next time I actually get it tightened up to 55 Newton meters, I'll probably get a little bit of paint, red paint, and just put a little mark on there from the bolt to the frame, just so for future reference that is where it should be at, 55 Newton meters. So if you do end up taking it to a tyre garage, change your tyres or whatever, if it's gone past that, they've over tightened it. So, but that is very important. Okay, we'll crack on then. Tools for the job. Okay, so what we got? We've got the C spanner, we've got a 17mm socket piece, and obviously the torque wrench. Okay, now little tricks I've picked up on the torque wrench, especially when you're storing it as well. Just wind it all the way down, not right to the bottom, but wind it right to the bottom, then just wind it back in a little bit, so you're just releasing the spring. That's when you finish with it, when you put it back in your box, like. Reason being is obviously if you've got these things, sometimes they need recalibrating, or they get to a point after a few years you just need to get a new one, don't you, really? But if you wind the spring down and then just up a little bit, just put a little bit of tension on it. It's like anything. If you take the energy out of it, then it's things should. If a spring's left hanging, it's going to bugger up after a while, isn't it? Anyway, enough waffling. They're the pieces I need to do that. To get that nut out, release the chain, go from there. Now I've cheated a little bit because I've already been in here and just cracked it up a little bit. That's going to be loose enough anyway. Now, just in the middle of the screen there, you might just be able to see the teeth, what we're trying to grab the C-spanner on. Okay, so it's a little bit dark here, I'm going to be light there. So that's what the C-spanner's got to grab hold of to tighten the chain. So you can see the chain loosening quite drastically there. I don't know whether you noticed the movement of the hub at all. So when you've got your C-spanner on and you're going in a clockwise motion, that's loosening it. Now I've got to be careful when you're around it because it's all very tight, and then you can end up scratching your rim, which I'm pretty sure I'll just put a few little nicks on anyway. But you can see how loose that is. Okay. So obviously, to tighten it, we need to go in that anti-clockwise motion. And this is where it gets a bit fiddly. Now I'm kind of hoping that's round about right. I was going to do the proper measurements on it. However, we'll just roll the chain round. Because you always get like a stiff part of the chain and a loose part of the chain. I think that's the tightest part just there actually. Now this chain is pretty cack, as I've said before, but it will do for the summer and we'll get it changed. It's a little bit looser there. I'm quite happy with that for the time being. Again, I'll take it out and see where we go from there. So all that remains now is tightening up the pinch bolt to the correct Newton meters, which is 55. I've got it set at about 54, you can't really see that. Right, let's tighten her up. It's going to take a little while because there's not much room. It's getting tighter now, so it should click any time. There we go. Let's give it one more. There we go. So obviously click to say that it's at the right setting, but after that click it did move it slightly as well. So that should be enough. Now I'm going to put a little red mark on that nut and on the frame there, just to mark it, to see if it moves at all or anything, and we'll go from there. Right, this is just so a little touch-up pen I've got for my car. It's a Colorado red. It's quite a nice red actually. You might notice a few little red pieces here and there on the bike. It's in that colour. Don't want to overdo it too much, but it's just nice. You see the shock what's in red, so I just thought, yeah, a little bit red. Easy as that.